Hello, I'd like to show you how you can use the Pages app to make a meme for your class. First thing you want to do is go to Safari to find a picture that you'd like to use. So I'm looking up George Washington in Google, and I'm going to the Images tab, and I'll select this picture here because I like the space beside it. It'll give me a little bit of room to write my message on my meme. So select that picture. Then over here I'm going to press down for a few seconds till this menu pops up, and then I'll choose Add to Photos. Once I've added my picture to Photos, I can then open up my Pages app, and I can decide whether I want to create, so I'm hitting the Create button, a blank landscape paper or a tall paper. So I'm going to choose blank landscape. I think that'll work best with my photo that I've selected. So now that I'm in here, I'll click up here in the top and I can rename this. And when you're naming your files, it's always a good idea to include your name in the file. Helps your teacher out. And I'll do my first initial, and this is the meme project. So whatever makes sense for you, you name that file. Now there's two ways that I can add that picture in. I can hit this plus sign here, and I can choose with this picture tab to add a photo or video, and I can select the photo from my camera roll that I saved, and I can add that in, and that I can resize it. The one thing I don't like about this is that kind of moves around if I'm not careful. So I'm going to remove that and stick it in a different way. You can decide what you want to do. Maybe if you need two pictures in there, then you might want to insert it that way. But another thing you can do is add the picture as the background. So I'll hit these three dots, go here to Document Setup, and make sure I'm on this Section tab here where I can change the background, and I can add an image by choosing that image and hit Change Image and choose my photo, and there's George, and I can add him in, and so now he is the background on my Pages document. So now I want to add some text, so you can just click and type, or I like to use this plus sign up here, and on this Shapes tab there's the option to add text in, and that allows me to move this around a little bit nicer. So I'll select the area at the top where it says type to enter, and I'll put in whatever I want my meme to say. So let's do these. I'm just going to do something funny here. Pretzels are making me thirsty. Okay, so once I've typed that, I need to format it. So I can click and highlight that. Up here at the top is this paintbrush that you can use to format your text, and you can find something that looks nice on there, or you can scroll down and you can change things like the border and shadowing, etc. And here's just different options that you have. The opacity, that's how much you can see through it. So you can see I can change that, and I might put white as the background. I think looks nice, and so I can change the text if I want to. I can change the color of the text. Let's see, let's pick something. You want to pick things that'll be easier to see. Oops, I missed the letter T on that, so let me expand that. Fix that again. And of course I can make the text bigger. It doesn't have to be in a box if you don't want it to be in a box, but that sort of makes it pop. You can then click that text box and move it around and resize it, reshape it, however you'd like to do that. So you can, use your creativity. Up under this plus sign, there's all kinds of different things. You can add different shapes, and you can click on those shapes and type in them if you don't want to have just this square box. This might be a nice one to use here, this little speech bubble. And like I said, you can click in there and you can type in here if you want him to be saying this, and you can change the colors and everything about that, and you can drag this so it looks like it's coming out of his mouth. So this is just to give you an idea of how to get this started. When you're all done with this, you can take a screenshot of it by pressing the home button and the power button at the same time, and it'll take a screenshot. And then I can open that up by tapping on it, and I can even crop that top part out to get rid of the menu. So that's one way to save that, and then you could just submit that picture to your teacher. And so I can just hit save to photos, and then in Schoology I can just turn that in. That's probably one of the easiest ways to turn this in. So, and of course this will be saved in on your iPad. You can go back and edit it if you need to. So that's how one way you can create a meme project using Pages and just a picture you find on the internet, and adding in your text and things to make it your own. All right, thank you.